The Toyota CHR range has been updated for 2020, bringing some subtle but important changes inside and out. And we've got the cheapest model on test here at the moment, $29,540 for the CHR two-wheel drive. This update brings a new front end and freshly designed wheels. Although this is the base specification, there are a few nice features to run through. LED headlights up front, dual zone climate control on the inside, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist and an auto dimming rear view mirror. Inside is a bold and modern take on the small SUV. There's lots of different shapes, patterns and materials around the place. It looks great, but once you dig a little bit deeper, you do find a few less than nice things about it. Some of the plastics feel cheap and flimsy, especially around that center console. There's a new 8-inch infotainment display, which is up from 6.1 inches. And now it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto functionality. CHR follows Toyota's trend of orienting everything in the cabin towards the driver a little bit, which is nice for ergonomics. It looks cool as well, but it is a blight to the passenger if you have one. They can't really get to the storage so easily, the screen's turned away from them a little bit, which can be annoying. What's also annoying is this infotainment display does lock out a little bit of functionality when you're driving, regardless of whether you've got a passenger or not. It's a little bit light on for storage in here as well. You've got a couple of cup holders. This one has an adjustable base in it for different sized drinks. On top of that, there's a little nook up the front here. You could fit a phone or your wallet in there. But in terms of other storage, there's small door cards, and this center console is a bit on the modest side. Any sense of airiness does play second fiddle to style in the back of this CHR. You've got really big C-pillars here, small windows, so it feels a little bit claustrophobic. I think if you're a kid in particular, it'll feel like staring out of the porthole of a ship on a long journey. There's no air vents, there's no USB points, there's no folding armrest in the middle here, but you do get one cup holder per side. In terms of space overall, there's plenty of legroom here. I've got lots of headroom as well, and these seats are comfortable and raked. Behind that second row is 318 litres of boot space. There's autonomous emergency braking with pedestrian detection, 7 airbags on the inside and a 5-star ANCAP safety rating from March 2017. It's powered by a 1.2 litre turbocharged petrol engine which runs through a CVT and makes 85 kilowatts and 185 newton meters. It's not a big engine and they aren't big numbers. That torque is available between 1500 and 4000 RPM however, which means the car doesn't need to rev too hard to get moving. There's enough acceleration from that 1.2 litre motor for most situations, although once you get up to about 60 k's an hour or over, doing a bit of hard acceleration, it does start to feel a little bit slow. And it's probably not helped by the CVT transmission, which can be a little bit slow to decide sometimes what it's doing. So if I look on my little multifunction display here, I've been using 6.2 litres per 100 k's, which is pretty good for a small car like this, although that was including a fair bit of highway driving, so around town you're probably going to be using a little bit more. When you are around town though, the ride is good. It's a little bit firm, not super forgiving over bumps, but it feels controlled and even a little bit sporty at times. So if you're darting through traffic and that sort of thing, you never feel like you're losing control of the car. The unique styling of this CHR means it's not going to be confused for anything else on the road, definitely, but it does come with a bit of a drawback. Massive C-pillars, sloping roofline means there isn't great visibility at the back there, and if you want a 360-degree camera for tight maneuvers, you're going to have to opt up to the Cobra, which is a few grand more expensive. The CHR is definitely an exercise in style over pragmatism. While that interior looks great, it is a little bit let down in terms of practicality, especially if you've got more than 2 people in the car. However, it is held by solid inclusions across the board, even in this base specification. It's absolutely at home around town. Perhaps not the best on the highway, but if you're just cruising around the city, this is a solid option. What's your favourite choice for a small city SUV? Is it this CHR or is it something else in the segment? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. And of course, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Head over to caradvice.com for more information.